Crash chat, we're back. I'm sorry about that crash chat, we're back. We're so back. I'm gonna check my hot dogs real quickly. I'm making bacon wrapped hot dogs right now. Okay. Oh, my controller's isn't on. That would explain it. Okay. There we go, we're back. I still need this outfit. We don't have enough for it yet. How do we get this again? Ah, okay. We need to forgotten haul more. It seems. Okay.
All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit.
Nope.
Tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
Only a hint?
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit.
Very true.
In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality. My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Hung and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Okay, yeah.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadaran like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here.
Give me a second, chat. I'm just picking the hot
I can't
dogs.
really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha.
Not by that time back. My hot dogs were ready. I had to toast the bread for it.
The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
Okay.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission.
Well said, woman.
Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Damn.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
Oh shit. Also, these hot dogs. These bacon wrapped hot dogs are good.
Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
True.
Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you. Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then. Why do I keep bumping into you?
Are you stalking
You're
me
not
or
even good enough to stalk.
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed.
Okay, and?
When I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Would I try to gaslight you for stealing your stuff?
You really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon, yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield,
That's a whole different story. Flying sword. Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Between these two, who do you think is tougher?
Oh, that's the
Don't get me
hard
wrong,
question,
I'm
actually.
just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
True.
I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Yeah.
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring. It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them. Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave?
Clearly.
If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going? Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within 15 minutes wins.
Okay.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
They better be, because I ain't helping them out. Of course.
Ugh. Looks like... Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make...
Can we...
Well.
Everyone's been waiting for this.
I shall remember this moment. So, how many of my moves can you block? Strike with heart!
Life is not so fragile. Root here.
This is fine, we got this. We're professionals here.
Delivering more.
How many can you block?
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to sin to earth. You've got style with those moves.
Okay.
Not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that. It's coming! I feel that flame. Let me go!
Bladed flight!
May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore the sky. I shall remember this.
This should hopefully kill at least some of them.
Root here.
Nice, okay. And now we just hit him with one of these.
Strike with heart!
Guide me to Rainbow Bridge. See through clouds.
You may be slightly even, but like you're still losing though.
May death protect us!
Look at that. Murdered.
Please cherish this time, as you wish. Time for swordplay. Blade and flight! Practice is over.
Yeah, we'll fuck you up.
Underestimating us will cost you.
Easy. Look at that shit.
I win, Miss Yun Li.
You got lucky.
Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
You kinda do.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself. If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
They never listen, do they? With only 2 fingers each.
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike. Both of your tactics and techniques are lacking.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will.
Who stop your swords with 2 fingers each hand.
Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Exactly.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yun Li and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
I love her already.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady? Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Yep. That's her.
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lawfu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Vanquishing General. Known to all and unbeknown to none.
Vanquishing General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh.
It's so adorable, actually.
A dozing general on the Lawfu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
So humble.
Sounds much better, right?
So humble.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yun Li, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet? Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or, it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair.
Well, the score is you losing 2-0.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fischau. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Feixiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Works for me, honestly.
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Damn,
Well,
called
you can
out.
always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
And we still never got our fucking tea. We did all this coming over here for some tea. Never got it, by the way.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
Oh, really?
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
You used to be thankful, you fucking bitch.
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
You're an assassin. Fuck you. You work for me now.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum.
Okay.
Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power.
Oh god, tell me about it.
Thanks for enlightening me,
Oh,
General.
I made bacon wrapped hot dogs and also put a little bit of I'm not sure what it's called actually. Give me a second. It's some kind of. Give me a second. I think what it's called. Okay. Look. Don't judge me. I do not use relish often. I made a little sauce using like relish, some hot sauce, and like some other stuff. So these baked my hot dogs actually turned out pretty well.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
I would sure hope not.
the longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
Nope.
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
Honestly, food saves lives.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Oh god. I know that feeling.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou.
But yeah, you can tell I don't fucking use relics often.
Till the end of my days.
Except I forgot what relics was fucking called.
As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live.
Hopefully you don't die anytime soon.
You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Ain't that a mood?
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room.
I mean, he's reading the room properly.
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome! I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
With 2 fingers, by the way. Technically 3 if you got the thumb.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
I think so.
Agree.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is indeed impressive.
I have not the slightest fucking idea. My friend's been playing for me for the past year. It's like, I have no clue what I have.
Yanqing, actually.
Like, I haven't been able to play for a while because, like, I didn't have any space on my computer. And for a while, I didn't have a computer at all. So, like, my friend had to play for me for a little bit.
I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony.
But honestly, they did pretty fucking good, I'd say.
I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even
They're
though
pretty
I know there are
min-maxy.
always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
So I assume that I have the
Don't
best stuff.
underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Okay.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Good luck with that. Like, my friend hooked me up so much. I still kind of really want Saber, but I'm gonna save until Ren comes in 12 hours. 12 hours? In 12 hours. Technically 13 hours, I guess.
our skiff serviced?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Look at her tiny little legs. Motherfucker. How the fuck did I get over there again? Oh, right here. Move. Fuck your pots. And fuck you too, you fucking bitch.
Numbers!
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
You don't need to know. Nuke this old man.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Hwyan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you.
Oh god, they nerfed Gilgamesh? Jesus.
These three braved great dangers, accompanying me into perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please.
In other words,
feel free
you were the main character.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance.
Yes,
on this whole
how
situation.
you doing, honey? Welcome, welcome.
Despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
Sounds about right. Some of the people I know too, actually.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yao Qing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
I mean, how? He just said
The Marshal
he's
ordered
doing
me
it too?
down to the Xianzhou Lawfu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning. No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony, and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Okay.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Hwyan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
Yeah, totally. It's fine.
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us?
Discord? Mentioned?
Since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Okay.
Yes, It's this case right here.
It's a rocket launcher from Halo.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
Very true.
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside.
Okay.
I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Ju-Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands. Tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words.
Okay.
Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword.
Yeah.
Moreover,
Obviously,
I
right?
hear that Yan Qing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You don't need it.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yan Qing.
Damn.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yun Li. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Yep.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
He's definitely a K-drama fan.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. I don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
Only one?
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
What do you mean her?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait! Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Yeah,
Isn't
have
this a
marches.
perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that.
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The ward...
I appreciate your kind words, General.
Yeah, okay, chat. Give me a little bit, okay? I'll be back in like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, okay? BRB. Okay, we're back. Everything's all ready. We are back and everything's good. There we go.
General YN, but won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Oh, plus, I heard that each sword master has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that mean everyone's stuck in a stalemate and unable to end their fights during the war dance?
Not really.
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves.
Oh, really?
Look out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped. Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
True. Okay.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
Yes.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
True.
Hey, I've never missed my target.
See, what? So I should have mean the butt.
Board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
Okay.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around? General YN's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Only something? What's this for? Ooh. Yeah, we're not gonna buy any of that shit. Oh, it's right over here. I'm dumb.
Numbers! I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
It's fine, woman.
I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log that was given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as to report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face.
Probably, yeah.
And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Hawaiian is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache.
Sounds about right, honestly.
My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
So, an
So
hour and
please,
20 minutes.
Be prepared for the meeting.
Hold on. So far, we've been playing for 2 hours. Jesus. I'll probably give like another hour for right now.
Did we do something wrong? We really did save the Lafu, so why do you want to sneak off like we're fugitives?
I do need to
Don't worry.
actually get some sleep
No matter
tonight.
what happens, I'll stay here as a witness and answer any questions she might have.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Lafu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Arm alley, okay.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights. And I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Fall Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying. Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu?
No, it's not a Pokemon.
Jiao Chou. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the reports from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces.
I mean, they
As
are
you know, the
pretty,
fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared
they're pretty
30
up there,
years
yeah.
ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person.
I guess, yeah.
But since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jingyuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Law Fu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jingyuan's masterful strategizing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos.
Yep.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
This specific to Grand Sheep.
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. Now, given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
Damn,
The
okay.
Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Okay.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
Probably not.
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep?
A little bit, yeah.
Numbers! This humble abode welcomes you, while a drizzle douses dust.
Okay.
This humble abode welcomes you, while a drizzle douses dust.
When it first opened, the Petrichor Inn had another name.
Welcomes you, while a drizzle douses dust. This humble abode welcomes you, while a drizzle douses dust.
Numbers!
I wonder if there's an event for Teletron swordplay.
Okay.
There you are!
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you? I woke up especially early so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yench? Ching?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it.
I'm built different.
Sure.
Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. promised General Huayan that I teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
I'm built different.
Is it too late for regrets? I'm all.
Honestly,
You need to toughen up and train her properly.
You're so. Bye.
I've found a quiet spot
We
in
didn't
the
need to go
garden of the
and
Palace of Astrum.
each soon though.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
Such a
I'm
brat.
just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from
Okay.
me to you. I hope you put it to good use. What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful! Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. You're awesome, Master Yunli! See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Ju-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare
Damn,
a pair of
nice.
swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming.
The real competition is just getting started.
They're so competitive,
I'm so lucky
man.
to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
You know what? We're definitely gonna continue this tomorrow, but I think I need a rest for now, honestly.
What do you think, Masters? Does this outfit suit me? Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
You'll be fine.
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements, so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
And not bad. We got this. But first, but we are gonna end for today, because we did start very late today. But we will start tomorrow on time at 3 p.m. We'll start tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST, and we'll be going at least all day tomorrow. But for now, we are gonna end. I need to rest. But I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST. But for now, bye bye.